Hello Libra, welcome to Lionheart Dreamweaving. My name is Matthew and this is a timeless and general reading, which means that whenever you find it, or it finds you, if the message speaks to your current life experience, then it's for you. But if it doesn't resonate like that, then just please kindly click another video. Thanks. I'm gonna jump right in here with the general energy, which is the counselor. And right away what I'm getting from this whole entire spread and from this counselor card is that I'm talking to a Libra now who is going through some kind of very complex or difficult emotional situation with another person or perhaps multiple other people involved. And it's gotten pretty ugly. It's kind of just a really messy kind of emotional situation. Because this is a general reading, I'm not actually getting any specific details about what that would be for you. Of course you'll know what it's your life situation, so if you do feel like it, to share in the comments below how does this reading actually apply to your life situation. I'm always interested to hear those stories and perhaps give you some personal feedback in the comments, possibly. So anyway, though, I'll just get right into this. What I'm getting from this energy here is the counselor is a very emotionally mature person who is able to, they've mastered their own emotions, so they're able to be calm even in really intense, high-stress emotional situations, and they can be, therefore, rather helpful and soothing for others. And they are able to truly listen to someone with a detached, listening ear. Not detached in the sense that they don't care, they're very caring, but detached in the sense that they don't get triggered and dragged into what the other person is bringing up. And they're able to listen not just to the words that are being said, because in really intense emotional situations, people people start to say really stupid things, sometimes really hurtful things, and they're not really meaning necessarily to do that, but they just get overwhelmed and confused by their own intensity of emotions that they're trying to process through, that they can blurt things out like that. And the counselor is able to hear beyond the words that are being said to what are the actual emotional undertones going on in the situation. So that is what you are being called to step into here. Now, but the reason I think you might need this reading is it seems to be a bit of a hard task. Like seems to be a very heavy situation that you're being dragged through here. And so for your spirit animals, okay, this is great. Look at this pair you got here. You got the hawk and the rabbit. Now immediately there's the predator-prey dynamic here. There's the hawk and the, obviously, hunts rabbits in the wild, right? So these are two aspects of yourself, like two different ways you can handle the situation. And the message I'm getting in regards to your difficult emotional situation is it's up to you to really take the high ground here, to take the high road. Because there's very contrasting energies present here. So with the hawk, it's very much having a bigger picture perspective, flying above, like I said, remaining a bit detached in that kind of way, that you're not like on the ground getting dragged into the thing. Whereas the rabbit is very much on the ground, very much in it, and very much a very fearful kind of creature. So this is this would be representing if you're in this circumstance and there's difficult emotional things happening with other people around you, and you get pulled into it, or you get your defenses triggered, or you go into a fearful state of some kind, or a negative emotional state of any kind, really, but something particularly based around fear. So so you have to kind of take a superior kind of response here. It's asking you to take a broader view of the whole situation. Because immediately the first card here is projections, which, oh gosh, this can be a bitch to deal with. I'm just going to be honest. This is not fun. So especially, you know, if someone is coming at you and they're projecting all this at you, like we've all been there, right? And we just know that that's not something pleasant to experience, and it can be really maddening to try and have a conversation with someone when they're projecting all their negative shit onto you and you're just trying to communicate and they're not even seeing things clearly. But, you know, that kind of wonky mirror goes actually both ways, and in the same way that that person has their own blind spots to what they're projecting, when you get dragged into your lower aspect, when you get dragged into this kind of energy, you're also having a blind spot. You're also going to be casting projections back, and it's a two-way kind of game, and it just gets, that's when things get into like shit slinging and just arguments, and you know. Now, it seems to be that the greater issue here is around some type of control issues. Someone could be trying to control you, or this could also be, again, like subconsciously. You wouldn't necessarily be fully aware of this, but from a fear-based point, there could be an automatic programming response subconsciously coming through you that's trying to overly control the environment or overly manage the situation, like to take charge of like actively fixing and resolving this, which is completely understandable, because if you're in a shitty situation and there's like difficult emotions and it's really uncomfortable to go through, you're going to want to resolve it, okay? I understand that, but taking the mental approach with this rabbit and this control card is telling you it's not the right way here. Really, throughout this, you're just going to have to need to stay very heart-centered. Like, you look at this counselor and the heart energy is being channeled through the third eye here, and there's a star down here on the heart. It's highlighting really that's going to be the way that carries you through this here. And so, okay, the interesting thing is that what I'm getting next with this combination here, with this control moving over into ordinariness, is that, well, first of all, if there's a tumultuous situation, some part of you just wants, of course, this kind of peacefulness and like sense of ordinariness to return to your life, and things would just be a bit calm again. I understand that. But paradoxically, I think that the way you're going to get through to this, the message I'm getting from this card, is to just let life be as it is. Just let everything be, and take this sort of Zen approach, again, of being a bit emotionally detached and just going within and handling your own thoughts and feelings first of all. Because this source energy here, I think, is talking about like turning within, and to just try to focus on raising your own vibration here. And if you can't like directly bring any positive, playful energy into this situation, or this situation here, you can't directly bring it into here, then you need to bring it into all the other areas of your life and compensate. And because you're really needing that kind of self-care right now, and I mean by self-care that kind of something that helps you connect with your lightness of spirit again. Because if you're going through something so heavy and so mucky and emotionally like a shit show basically, then this is the antidote to it. You need to bring more levity to your life to help lift you out of those vibrations, that you don't just get stuck going back and forth with this person or people or situation endlessly in the same cycles again. But, what I'm getting though is that's a lot easier said than done, to be honest. Like, this is going to take, for you to really transcend this, it's taking a lot of courage and strength from you. It's really like, you have to push through the difficulties of this, like, rocky, stony soil here to be able to emerge through this situation and, like, bring life, a more positive energy to your life, And like I was saying, that so the way out of this situation is paradoxically just to have a more of just let it be approach. And if this person comes at you shitty and with a bad negative energy and is trying to project things onto you, you just need to take a larger picture vision and be able to have compassion for them and be able to see beyond the words that they're saying and to figure out what the emotions are going on underneath that. And what I'm getting here is that process is not going to, that process, as valuable as it is, like, it's going to take you some time. You have two cards in a row here. This is actually the temperance energy in the traditional tarot, and then this is patience, which is 7 of Pentacles. So, what I'm getting here is this is actually, it's going to be a bit of a slow process for you. It's going to take time, it's going to take effort in a way, or in the sense of effort, it's more, because it's actually the effort being asked of you is paradoxically like less of an active type of controlling the situation and more of a passive and yin surrendering through it and feeling and processing the emotions. So actually you're going to be more bringing more of this watery yin, swan, moon kind of energy. So also here's the moons and here's the moon. And you're going to resolve all the external situations, emotional problems that are going on with you actually internally within yourself. Do you see that this person is bringing the balance and creating this energy and light within. She's creating it within her own being, okay? And the way that's going to all resolve for you is, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but this is not actually bad news, but it's going to be some type of emotional breakdown, which actually ends up becoming a breakthrough in the end, but it's not comfortable to go through this. It's this kind of like an existential crisis of emotional release. It's in a way it's a bit of a dramatic, heavy climax to what seems to already have been a rather heavy and dramatic situation for you. So the advice for you here is to just know that and be gentle and compassionate with yourself and understand that any pain that you're going through now, will be going through, this process has caused you, the pain is not meant to hurt you, okay? The pain is meant to bring you this awareness and wisdom and compassion. Because remember, keep in mind the whole time, especially when it gets hard and especially when you're suffering, that this is helping you to develop your emotional maturity and your compassion for yourself and for humanity. And ultimately, it's going to have a very positive ending because there's going to be, the energy is going to move again. You're going to move on from the situation. You're going to move on from the hard times. And, you know, for some of you, maybe this means a physical relocation. I don't know the details of your circumstance, but it doesn't need to be. It can be. It definitely can indicate that. But for everyone, just in general, this is just a big shift of the energy, you know, because this is 8 of Wands, equivalent to 8 of Wands in the tarot. And it's going to, you're just going to be freed from this circumstance. By the end of this transformation process, you're going to have learned the lesson, you're going to integrate it, and you're going to level up to a new level of reality, and you're never going to have to face this kind of situations again. So, congratulations with that. There's something to look forward to. I just wanted to give you this reading so you can know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel of whatever difficult situation you're going through emotionally. And it's just going to require that you step up and be the emotionally mature one and learn the lessons that are coming through here with this situation. All right, Libra? So this is where I'm going to leave you. Until next time, be dreamy, make it real, keep it real. Bye.